I welcome you all to our 11th standard business maths video class. I hope you are all good and safe. Last class we have learned some problems from the exercise 4.2. Today we are going to learn a new topic, transformation formulae. In this we are having two sets of transformation formulae. The first one is transformation of the product into sum or difference. The second one is transformation of sum or difference into product. Let us see the first one, sine of A plus B. First we are going to write some formulas what we have learned from the previous class. Sine of A plus B equal to sine A cos B plus cos A sin B. We can consider this as equation number 1. Then second one, sine of A minus B equal to sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. We can consider this as equation number 2. Then third one, cos of A plus B. Cos of A plus B equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. We can consider this as equation number 3. Then fourth one, cos of A minus B equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. We can consider this as equation number 4. From these 4 equations, I am going to derive some results. Now, I am going to add equation 1 and 2. Adding 1 and 2, we will get, if you add these two equations, these two terms will get cancelled. Am I right? If we add these two, the plus and negative terms will get cancelled. So, we will have sin A cos B as well as sin A cos B. So, we will have 2 sin A cos B equal to, here we will have sin of A plus B plus sin of A minus B. See, look at our result. Here we have expressed the product of sin and cos as sum of sin. Similarly, now I am going to subtract equation 2 from 1. Equation 2 from 1. That is, now I am going to subtract equation 2 from 1. So what will happen? If you subtract 2 from 1, both sin term will get cancelled. So we will have 2 cos A sin B equal to sin of A plus B minus sin of A minus B. We got one more result. Now, I am going to add equation 3 and 4. If you add these two equations, what will happen? These two terms will get cancelled. Am I right? We will have cos A cos B as well as cos A cos B. Okay, so we will have 2 cos A cos B equal to cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. There. Now I am going to subtract equation 4, or here we can subtract equation 3 from 4. So what will happen? Equation 3 minus 4. Here we can subtract equation 3 from 4 now. So 4 minus 3. So what will happen? Here these two terms will get cancelled. If we subtract these two, the cos term will get cancelled. So we will have 2 sin A sin B equal to cos of a minus b minus cos of a plus b. We got 4 results. By using these 4 results, we are going to do some problems from the exercise 4.3. Now, the second one, transformation of the sum or difference into products. Suppose if I have sin C plus sin D, sin C plus sin D equal to 2 sin C plus D by 2 into cos C minus D by 2. Similarly, we will have sin C minus sin D equal to 2 cos C plus D by 2 into sin C minus D by 2. Here we have expressed the sum of two terms as product of two terms. Alright, that's our second case. Then cos C plus cos D. In this we will have cos C plus cos D can be expressed as 2 cos C plus D by 2 cos C minus D by 2. Okay. Now we are having one more formula. Cos C minus cos D equal to minus 2 sin C plus D by 2 into sin C minus D by 2. Okay. Now look at the exercise 4.3. First problem. Express each of the following as the sum or difference of sine or cosine. Here we are going to express the given term as sum or difference of sine or cosine. Here we are going to express the given term as sum or difference. What's the given? Exercise 4.3, first problem. What's the given? Sin A by 8 sin 3A by 8. Here, first I am going to multiply and divide by 2. First I am going to multiply and divide by 2. So what will happen? So 1 by 2 into 2 sin A by 8 sin 3A by 8. Now this is equal to 1 by 2 into, so look at this term. So this term is of the form 2 sin A sin B. Here we are going to express this term as sum or difference of sine or cosine. For that I am going to multiply and divide by 2. So 1 by 2 into 2 sin A by 8 sin 3A by 8. Look at this term. This is in the form of, look at the fourth last one, 2 sin A sin B equal to cos of A minus B minus cos of A plus B. So here we are having LHS of this formula. So we are going to write RHS of the formula. So what's our RHS? Cos of A minus B. Here our A is A by 8, B is 3A by 8. So A minus B. So A by 8 minus 3A by 8 minus cos of A plus B. What's our A? A by 8 plus 3A by 8. Now this is equal to 1 by 2 into cos of, here our denominators are same, so we can write it as common. So minus 2a, a minus 3a minus 2a minus cos of 8. Here we have 4a. Okay. Now 1 times 2 times. Here 1 times 4 times. So this is equal to 1 by 2 into cos of minus a by 4 minus cos of a by 2. This is equal to, we already know the result, cos of minus theta equal to cos theta. By using the result cos of minus theta equal to cos theta, it will become 1 by 2 into cos a by 4 minus cos a by 2. Hence we have expressed the given product as some difference of two terms. That's it. Then look at this. Cos of 60 degree plus a sin of 120 degree plus a equal to. Now here also I am going to multiply and divide by 2. So the next step would be 1 by 2 into 2 into cos of 60 degree plus a into sin of 120 degree plus a. Now 1 by 2 into, so look at this, you can consider this as a as well as the next term as b. So this is in the form of 2 cos a sin b. 2 cos a sin b equal to 2 cos a sin b equal to sin of a plus b minus sin of a minus b. 2 cos a sin b equal to sin of a plus b minus sin of a minus b. I am going to use this identity formula. So sin of a plus b. Here our a is 60 degree plus a plus b 120 degree plus a. Then we have minus sin of a minus b. So what's our a? 60 degree plus a minus now this is equal to 1 by 2 into sin of, here we are having 120 plus 60, so 180 degree plus a 2a minus sin of plus a minus a will cancel. Alright, 60 minus 120 minus 60 degree. Now this is equal to 1 by 2 into sin of, here we are having 180, so there will be no change in the ratio. So sin 2a. Here we are having 180 plus third quadrant. Here we are having 180 plus 2a. So the angle lies in the third quadrant. So in the third quadrant, turn and cot are positive, the remaining are negative. So here we are having sin, so it will become minus. By using the property sin of minus theta equal to minus sin theta, it will become plus sin 60 degree. Now this is 1 by 2 into sin minus sin 2a sin 60 degree plus sin 60 degree is root 3 divided by 2. Now we have expressed the product of these two terms as sum of two terms. That's it. Now look at the third one. cos 7a by 3, cos 7a by 3 sin 5a by 3. Here we are going to express this term as sum or difference of sine or cosine. Now, here also I am going to multiply and divide by 2. So 1 by 2 into 2 cos 7a by 3 sin 5a by 3. 1 by 2 into, see here you can transfer this as a, this term as b. So this is the form of 2 cos a sin b. 2 cos a sin b. Again I am going to use the same formula. 2 cos a sin b equal to sin of a plus b minus sin of a minus b. So sin of a plus b, 7a by 3 plus 5a by 3 minus sin of a minus b, 7a by 3 minus 5a by 3. The next step would be 1 by 2 into sin of, here we are having the denominators 3 and 3, so we can write it as common. So look at the numerator, 7a plus 5a, 12a minus sin of, here also we can write the denominator as common. So 7a minus 5a, 2a. Now this is 1 by 2 into 1 times 4 times. So we will have sin 4a minus sin 2a by 3. We have expressed the given term as sum difference of two terms. Similarly, you can do the fourth one as the homework. Now look at the second one. Express each of the following as the product of sine and cosine. Here we are going to do the reverse thing. Here we are going to express the given term, the given sum or difference as the product of cosine or sine. Okay. Now, our first one. Sin a plus sin 2a. Here we are going to express this sum as the product of sine and cosine. See, look at the given term. Here we can take this as c, this term as d. So this is the form of sin c plus sin d. Sin c plus sin d can be written as 2 sin c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2. Now I am going to use the formula, the first one. Sin c plus sin d equal to 2 sin c plus d by 2 cos c minus d by 2. Okay, what will happen? 2 sin c plus d. Here our c is a plus d, 2a by 2. Cos c minus d, a minus 2a by 2. So 2 sin 3a by 2 cos of minus a by 2. 2 sin of 3a by 2. Here I am going to use the result cos of minus theta equal to cos theta. So it becomes cos a by 2. Hence, we have expressed the given sum as the product of sin and cos. Similarly, you can do the remaining as the homework. Then, look at the third one. It's a very important 5 marks. Look at the book carefully. Try to understand the question. Prove that cos 20 degree, cos 40 degree, cos 80 degree equal to 1 by 2. Here we are going to prove LHS equal to RHS. For that I am going to consider the LHS first. From the LHS I am going to derive RHS. Listen the problem carefully. It's a very important 5 marks. So first I am going to take LHS. What's our LHS? Cos 20, cos 40, cos 80. Now, here I am going to multiply and divide by 2 sin 20 degree. Here I am going to multiply and divide by 2 sin 20 degree. So what will happen? 2 sin 20 degree by 2 sin 20 degree into cos 20 degree, cos 40 degree, cos 80 degree. Now this is equal to, now I am going to consider this part alone. So this is in the form of 2 sin A cos A. There is one identity. 2 sin A cos A equal to sin 2A. Now I am going to use the identity. 2 sin A cos A equal to sin 2A. By using this, it will become sin 2A. 2 into A. Here our A is 20 degree. Then we will have cos 40 degree, cos 80 degree by 2 sin 20 degree. Now this is equal to sin 40 degree cos 40 degree cos 80 degree by 2 sin 20 degree. Now I am going to multiply and divide by 2. Multiply and divide by 2 in order to get the required form, the LHS of the formula. So multiply and divide by 2. So we will have 1 by 2 into 2 sin 40 degree cos 40 degree cos 80 degree by, here we are having 2 sin 20 degree. Now I am going to consider this part alone. So this is the form of 2 sin A cos A. 2 sin A cos A. Here our A is 40 degree. So 2 sin A cos A equal to sin 2A. Again I am going to use the same identity. So what will happen? 1 by 2. Instead of this, I am going to write RHS. So sin 2A, 2 into, here our A is 40 degree into cos 80 degree by 2 sin 20 degree. Now this is equal to 1 by 2 sin 2 into 40, 80 degree cos 80 degree by 2 sin 20 degree. Again I am going to do the same thing. Multiply and divide by 2. Multiply and divide by 2. So what will happen? 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Here we are having already 1 by 2, no? So 1 by 2. Here also I am going to do the same thing, multiply and divide by 1 by 2. So we will have one more 1 by 2 into 2 sin 80 degree cos 80 degree by 2 sin 20 degree. Then this is equal to 1 by 2. Then this is the form of 2 sin a cos a. So it's equal to sin 2a. So sin 2a, here our a is 80 degree divided by 2 sin 20 degree. Now the next step would be, this is equal to 1 by 2 sin, here we are having sin 2 into 160 degree by 2 sin 20 degree. So this is 1 by 2 sin 160 degree can be written as 180 minus 20 degree. 180 minus 20 degree divided by 2 sin 20 degree. So the next step would be, this is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into, here we are having 180, so there will be no change in the ratio. So sin 20 degree, here we are having 180 minus, so the angle lies in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sine and cosecant are positive. Here we are having sine only, so there will be no change in the symbol sine. So sin 20 degree divided by 2 sin 20 degree. So it will get cancelled. So this is equal to 1 into 1 into 1, 1 divided 2 into 2 into 2, 8. We got our RHS. Hence proved our. We are going to rewrite this term as tan 20 degree can be written as sin 20 degree divided by cos 20 degree into tan 40 degree can be written as sin 40 degree divided by cos 40 degree. Then sin 80 degree by cos 80 degree. For the denominator, we can use the result, problem number 3, 1. The numerator, sin 20 degree, sin 40 degree, sin 80 degree. Okay, first I am going to sin 20 degree. Look at this. Sin 40 degree can be written as 60 minus 20. Then sin 80 degree can be written as 60 plus 20. Here sin 20 degree, see, this is the form of sin of a plus b into sin of a minus b. So it can be written as sin square a, what's our a, 60 degree, minus sin square b, sin square 20 degree. Now this is equal to sin 20 degree into sin square 60 degree, sin 60 degree whole square. Our sin 60 degree is root 3 divided by 2. So root 3 divided by 2 whole square. Root 3 divided by 2 whole square. So it's a 3 by 4 minus sin square 20 degree. So the next step would be 3. Here we can do the cross multiply. So what will happen? Sin 20 degree into 3 minus 4 sin square 20 degree by 4. Now this is equal to sin 20 degree. Here we can multiply these two numerators. So 3 sin 20 degree minus 4 sin cube 20 degree by 4. So this is equal to, look at the numerator, this is the form of 3 sin A minus 4 sin cube A equal to sin 3A. There is one more formula, sin 3A equal to 3 sin A minus 4 sin cube A. By using that, we can write sin 3A, sin 3 into A, 20 degree by 4. So this is sin 60 degree divided by 4. So this is equal to sin 60 degree, root 3 divided by 2 divided by 4. So this is equal to root 3 by 8. So we are going to substitute sin 20, sin 40, sin 80 as root 3 divided by 8 in the LHS. So this is equal to the value of the numerator, root 3 divided by 8. For this you can refer problem number 3, first one, value of this 1 by 8. So 8 will get cancelled. So the remaining root 3 is our RHS. We have proved the required result.